Hey everybody, welcome back to another mod spotlight in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is going to be a quality of life mod, so I'm actually doing this mod combined with the run objectives mod from earlier because I think they pair together sort of well to get a little bit more variety here. But this is called Room Balance Tweaks. It came out this week from a developer by the name of Not Invented Here. Correct, Not Invented Here. And quite simply, it just adds and tweaks some things that we have been talking about for quite some time. I'll just read the description here in Cliff Notes format. This is a modest balance tweak for existing rooms designed to make angel rooms a viable alternative to devil rooms, thank you, good lord. And to make the dark room a tempting option when compared to the chest. In my experience playing the Binding of Isaac, I find that I almost always go for devil rooms and the chest whenever possible. With this mod, I hope to make the alternatives equally viable for greater variety. For example, angel rooms are now guaranteed to contain at least one item, and some variants contain other resources as well. This way, angel rooms are the safer, more reliable option compared to high variance, high risk, high reward devil rooms. The dark room now contains 4 stone chests in addition to 4 red chests. The stone chests are guaranteed items equivalent to the 4 golden chests found in the chest. The red chest can be considered a bonus incentive for taking the more difficult dark room path. Smart. That's good. I actually just realized as well, because we want to go to the dark room, I'm going to turn off the run objectives mod and just exclusively go for the balance tweak mod. Now, give me a good character here. Don't make me... Oh, God, it's a Polyon. That's fine. We haven't done a Polyon in quite some time. So what is my goal on this run? RYEGSVGZ. My goal is to just see how this actually plays out. So we have to create... or we feel a lot of pressure to create deals with the angel, but there are also other rooms that get value out of this. For example, challenge rooms that previously contained only a gray chest now contain a little extra to make them more worth the effort. Treasure rooms all have an item, and libraries all have at least one book. Have there ever been situations in which item rooms didn't have an item? I'm trying to think. And then crawl spaces have been balanced to be more useful. Let me see here. Crawl spaces are rare and hard to find, and yet they often have a disappointing payout. Now crawl spaces are a bit more likely to contain something useful, and a few curse rooms have received small buffs. A few secret and super secret rooms have had small buffs to make it more worthwhile to search for them. Good. These seem like, again, like not every mod is going to be like, hey, I've added 500 items into the game. Some of the mods are just like, this is something that probably... These are the balance changes that we've wanted to see for a while. By the way, I'm very aware of the fact that there are approximately infinity tinted rocks here, and we should be able to get access to some of them here. So, really, the angel rooms are like the biggest deal here. And I don't know if we're going to experience them, so that's a lot of pressure on me to will an angel run into existence. But we are going to do our darndest to make it happen. But we might not see too many payouts on the mod until that moment actually manifests itself. But maybe we will. Let's go down here. The 0 out of 10 mod, honestly. Like, I walked into this curse room. You said some curse rooms got better. This curse room fucked me. Didn't actually fuck me. It gave me a bomb, and that bomb was actually useful. It gave me a bomb and a spirit. It gave me a pill. The pill is full health. Told you. I'm drowsy. Also pretty good. Let's go open up this golden chest here. Hello, Kate. That turned out pretty well for us as well. We're at 10 cents. We haven't been to our item room yet either, but yeah, I'm trying to do like a little bit of a balance with these mods, and I have had people... Why not? We can afford to suck that one up. I have had people be like, you should cut one Afterbirth Plus video and do another mod spotlight every single day. If that happens, I really think we're going to hit some unsustainable territory where... which is not to say that there's not a lot of high-quality mods out there, but we might start to outpace the amount of mods that are particularly interesting in a video form. Like, some of the mods, and in fact some of the more popular mods, are just mods that haven't really... I haven't deemed them appropriate to play on the show, just because they're kind of... I'm saying this in an inoffensive way, because I mean it inoffensively. They're good mods, Brent, but... like, something like external item descriptions. I might do a run with that mod on eventually. I think it's the most popular mod in the Steam Workshop, but it's not necessarily the kind of thing that leads to great, you know, 40-minute long videos, or sometimes even longer, you know? You just sort of turn it on and you go, there it is. You know, there's the mod, there's what it does. You don't need to see it over the course of a whole run, it just feels sort of artificial. Whereas something like this, you can definitely... Certainly, like, a new character is the perfect kind of scope for a video like this. And, like, the total conversion mods as well have that kind of thing going for them. But a mod like this as well, it really blossoms over the course of a longer form video, which is why I am going for that, I suppose. So we're going to take the treasure map. We're also going to take this. Remember, secret rooms are slightly more valuable for us now. So I'm not suggesting that they're going to be world-changing, but if we could see even just a couple of new variants, I would be happy. I don't know if there's new items in the angel pool, but that's another thing I'm sort of like hoping for on the outset here. Didn't find a second secret room. That's okay. We'll go fight the haunt. We do have I almost the sick version of Disturbed's Down with the Sickness. Ooh, Have you guys seen that YouTube video? It's just a compilation of people singing Down with the Sickness, Down with the Sickness's opening at karaoke. I would be exactly in that compilation if I'd ever done it. I can't do it. Ooh, See, it just sounds artificial. That was me actually giving it my all. Ooh. Open up your hate, let it flow into me. That's more of a Michael A.L. Fox karaoke song, I think. You know what? We're fine on HP. And it is... Oh, you moron! Still, that was good. we got +1 damage and also +1 shot speed, so not necessarily the most valuable of all possible upgrades, but still, you know, a good use of Void. Anyway, this is where we have to get, or at least do our damnedest to get a deal with the devil, and then regardless of what's in the deal with the devil, we want to say no to it unless there's duality. If duality shows up in our deal with the devil, which we're fairly guaranteed to get here, I would love to take it. Please, Spirit Art Key. Oh, how are these flies? One tier pushes them back like 30 pixels, but they bump into a bomb and just push it out of the way. I was hoping for a key and a Spirit Heart. Or a key and a bomb, for that matter. Really just a key plus anything else would have been fine. There's still an arcade possibility, which would be good for me here. But yeah, we'll try to make these angel rooms work. And this is kind of like... These are the mods that I don't necessarily know how well they translate to video, because you're not going like, hey, here's a new character, it's Chuck Norris. Whenever you press the spacebar, you do a roundhouse kick and everything in the room dies, you know? They're a little bit less obvious, I suppose, which might make them a little bit more of a slow burn as far as like video format goes. But these are the mods I'm more interested in seeing, because they're mods I'm like most interested in making myself as well. Is stuff that takes the base game, takes the base game I already love, but makes some changes that I think are warranted. Like, I can't disagree with anything that was in the description for this mod. Devil rooms are substantially more powerful than angel rooms, in my opinion. And, you know, I've said that many times. There are people out there who disagree. I think that you're looking at it from a smaller sample size or something, or maybe just different preferences. But I feel vindicated, of course, that somebody has made a mod that agrees with me on that front. And I mean, curse rooms, to be honest, anecdotally, I kind of thought curse rooms were fine. But certainly crawl spaces is something I've kind of been, I've had an axe to grind for a while on those as well. I think I will just suck this up, honestly. It's a luck and tears upgrade. Probably, like, objectively better for our DPS, so I'm not sweating that one. But yeah, you know, crawl spaces, they're so rare, and then most of the time you get them, it's just like, it's a little shitty chest with like 3 cents and a bomb in it. Like, you spent a bomb to get in, that was so not worth it. You need something a little bit more to make it exciting. So I think crawl spaces needed, well, they would benefit from being more valuable, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say here. So far this run is fine. I actually think that the ideal outcome here is like goat head duality. If we, you know, oh, there goes gravity. If we get goat head duality, then this run can really shine. Otherwise, we might have to try to make it work. It might just end up being a little bit more of like a vanilla style run, but we're gonna do our darndest either way. Or at least we're gonna try. Let's see what we got here. Probably will take that, because we don't have any other options. Okay, so we're not gonna take these. This is just a normal deal with the devil. And unfortunately, this is the sacrifice you gotta make to will these angel rooms into existence. I would love nothing more than to give angel rooms a chance. So let's give it a shot to happen here. I would also caution you, though, if we don't get, like, great angel rooms, and it's actually conceivable that we don't get angel rooms at all, but if we don't get great angel rooms, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That doesn't mean the mod is fucked, you know, that just happens. It's Isaac, you know, there's inherent variance in your area code. Ain't got malaria yet because the blood type red. Example in point. So that room sucked. I would like to, if possible, like our damage is pretty good, our rate of fire is pretty good, but I'd like to kick it into overdrive, not so much so that I can just guarantee that we're going to win the run, but so that we can get these angel rooms with more reliability, or at least have more chances to get them without lowering our chances by like 90% every time we get hit. That's a cool room if we can start to make it work. The other thing is we're definitely going to go to the dark room, or at least we're going to try to go to the dark room, which is why I turned run objectives off. Because the other balance tweak that is repeatable is that our dark room is going to have 4 stone chests on it. Now, it's like a little clumsy. I like the fact that there's, you know, on the chest, there's 4 chests. On the dark room, there's 4 chests. Having one of them with 8 chests strikes me as like a little bit, it's a clumsy solution, but let's not use the word clumsy. Let's use the phrase that they would use in the engineering world. It's an ad hoc solution. So it's inelegant, but that doesn't mean that it's not warranted. And we'll, you know, maybe get a little bit more information on that as we get down into the dark room. For now, we don't know. But getting 4 guaranteed items on the chest is, again, this is something we've been talking about forever. Not that I'm, like, it's convergent evolution. I'm not suggesting the idea was taken from me. It's pretty obvious, you know, you're like, why would I go to the harder path? And I think Isaac has a problem with this in general. You're like, why would I go to the harder path when the easier path gives me more rewards and is thus more fun? Like, it's the inherent, one of the inherent problems with trying to balance a game like Isaac is, you know, when things get too easy, one of the differentials you can sort of adjust is how many items do you get, but getting items is what's fun about the game. Like, it's not, when I kill Polycephalus, I'm not excited to kill Polycephalus most of the time. I'm excited to see what item we get. So, like, nerfing the amount of treasure you get is just, it's a backwards way of doing it, I think, most of the time. So we're obviously gonna suck that up. We get luck and speed, which is actually pretty good. Like, I really think that if I was gonna make the Void doable, or here's the thing, it depends on what your objective is. Is your objective just to stop people from getting, you know, 500 wins in a row? Because if that's the case, you can do it however you want, I suppose, even though I disagree with it. But the Void, I think there's such a simple tweak that would work so well. Right now, nobody wants to do it because Delirium is sometimes an unfair boss fight, if we're being honest. And the only reason most people do it, I think, hope I'm not putting words in your mouth, is to either get your post-it notes completed, or out of like this weird sense of obligation, like, I haven't done it in a while, so sure, I'll do it. There's like 2% of you out there that actually like watching this, so I'll knock it out, you know? You know what? I'm gonna pop Algis. It's a very sad situation to be doing it, but this room is becoming a problem. Anyway, why not just have it so that every chest you get on the Void floor gives you an item? Does that mean you're gonna get too many items? Maybe, but who gives a shit? Like, they're already at this point in the game, you know? In all likelihood, they've probably already got a run that's either capable of beating Delirium, or if they're not capable of beating Delirium, but they have the sack to get down there anyway, buff them up a little bit, you know? Give them a reward. Now, this is just off the top of the dome piece, so it's possible that it does not, you know, make any sense in practice. Maybe it actually does give you too many items, but I'm very much in the mindset of, like, who cares? Okay, so I think actually I'm going to take golden bombs. Or sorry, I'm going to take hot bombs. Hot bombs by itself is just okay, but it gives us golden bombs on this floor, which allows us to get both secret rooms and hopefully some consumables as well. So this is not going to be a fast run. We're probably not going to do boss rush. We're probably not going to do hush. What we are going to do is do our due diligence here and try to pick up, I mean, mini mush would be fine. Magic mush would be amazing. You know, more keys, very, very valuable for us here. We need to kind of make this run pop off before the next floor because we're going to have our best angel chance on the next floor. So it would be a shame to not do our due diligence on this floor and then cost ourselves with kind of like a butterfly effect going on in the future. So getting to this, I hope they died. There, look at that. That was already so useful. The fact that we were able to get 3 black hearts means we've got a really good chance of getting a deal with the something on the next floor. And it's only going to be like, you know, 1/3 chance deal with the angel and 1/3 chance deal with the devil, but still. I thought we'd already had paralysis, to be honest with you. What comes next? well, as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pip in Gladys Knight, so the light from the sun could not burn me on my bum. Okay, another pill. I'm drowsy. We could save that for the next floor. We're looking for a secret room. And over and above the secret room, we're gonna go to the boss trap room, or mob trap room, and hope that that chest pays more dividends than we would otherwise expect. Another pill. 3 pills, actually. Another I'm drowsy, another paralysis, and bombs are key. Yeah, okay, so the bombs are key is beautiful here. I don't want to go to the shop just yet, but it is conceivable we'll get enough money to make it. And this is what I was thinking, is like, you know, a golden bomb could be worth so much for us here. Kind of a bummer. I wish you could get, like... Well, I was gonna say I wish there was an item that gave you, like, unlimited bombs for the whole run. There is, basically. It's called Pyro. This is a little... This is more than you're used to seeing me kind of min-max, I'm sure. But this is what I'm willing to do to make sure, you know, the mod gets a chance to pop. Tears up. I love it. Verp gives us another tears up. I love it. And this is all because of golden bombs here. If we didn't have that, we'd be in a substantially worse position. So I'm pretty stoked with the way this has worked out. Who would have thought the butterfly effect there would be so strong? Then we get the goat head, which we should just walk into. Like, don't be silly. Now, we have an empty chest. What does the empty chest do for us? If I suck it up, I get nothing. So let's not do that. Now it's a 50% chance for a deal with the angel from this point. If it's a deal with the devil, that's fine. Every floor, we're going to have a 50% chance of getting a deal with the angel. So we will see some angel rooms probably. Now all I want to see is duality, so we can actually guarantee those angel rooms and see some of the balance changes in action here. So I think I just need to say thank you, Golden Bomb, for existing. Otherwise, we would not have found this. So that is awesome. It's an angel room. It's the dead dove and 2 angel statues, so I'm just gonna, like, fight one of you. I don't really want to fight Mega Satan on this run, so I think, like, please just walk into my bombs. I think I'm going to suck up both key pieces if we can. Just, that was the worst of all dodges I've ever done. Just walked all the way into it. But this floor could potentially pop off pretty nicely here. It looks like we'll only get 1 key piece. Or 0, maybe? I don't know. Either way. This run is making me look like a goddamn genius right now, and for that, it is my favorite mod ever. So yeah, I don't care about fighting Mega Satan. This is all about seeing balance changes. So I'm gonna suck that item up. Plus, every time, dude. It's like we got a punishment for using it, but... +1 damage, +1 luck. Pretty good. Now we're going to take the Emperor card with us because we can get another angel room whenever we please. Or another chance at an angel room whenever we please, I should say. But yeah, this is, we've started. Now, that room is not necessarily... It's going to be tough to tell what's a result of the mod and what is a result of... or is not a result of the mod, to be as... To phrase that in the most confusing way possible. Because that room was just a deal with the angel room normally. But are these new rooms that are coming in, or is it actually just, you're more likely to see some of the rooms that already existed, or is it like the good rooms that already existed, or is it a combination of both? Either way, like the subtle change to just make it so that we don't really need a Joker card, but the subtle change to make it so that an angel room always has at least 1 item in it is actually huge. Like that's... It can't be overstated. It makes angel rooms viable in and of itself. Because keep in mind, devil rooms, sure, they can have more items in them, but they're not, not only are they not guaranteed to have more items in them, but beyond that, sometimes you're going to fight Krampus, and you have to pay for things. So to have an optional fight, combined with the ability to, always get an item, although it's an item that's probably going to be worse than a deal with the devil, means that, you know, I mean, at this point in my Isaac life, I'm actually happy when we get deals with the angel, because it means that, you know, we're going to see some variety. But if you were just trying to win, like when you're going for streaks and stuff like that, usually you're like, okay, deals with the devil are the way to go. So far, it's a subtle impact, but I like the philosophy of this mod for certain. Obviously, we take Pentagram, and then we got to deal with the Devil. If we take it, that means we'll never get deals with the Angel again. So, if we take anything in here, we'll never get deals with the Angel again. So we got to leave. And that, honestly, I'm fine with that. I want to see these Angel rooms. This is the whole reason this mod, in my opinion, is interesting. So, one of the big reasons it's interesting. Anyway, from an Isaac perspective, how does this run look? It's above average, and that might seem a little unnecessarily pessimistic. What's really killing it for us right now is that we can fly. That gives us a good defensive, and I guess, you know, tangentially an offensive improvement. I don't really want to bombs or key right now. And then combined with that, the fact that we have pretty good stats, not exceptional stats, but pretty good stats, and every like +1 damage upgrade that we get is very valuable still to this point. But once we get, you know, to around the level of damage that we got going on for ourselves right now, it's pretty clear that this run is in a decent spot moving forwards. Although obviously, I have to admit that if we had the opportunity to say take Succubus, that probably would have been good as well. So we have a Joker card available to us. I really don't care about it. Like, it will help us on the Cathedral, which is actually going to be Shoal. We have to remember, you know, take the negative. It's very, very important on this run. More important than bombs or key? Yeah, by like 40 orders of magnitude. And we're like 5 floors away from getting to use it, so we might never get to use it, but sure. Let's go for it nonetheless. I don't mean to sound so bitter. Other balance changes that could exist? I mean, they're all things that are balanced up, by the way. So it's not necessarily fair to the game designers. Be like, your game's too easy. Make the things that are hard easier, please. But what if you made key beggars, like, substantially more useful? He said before getting, like, actually a really good item from this key beggar. But most of the time, that does not happen. And you know in your hearts that it's true. Verp. Last pill we took, was it Tears Up still? It was. Dude, that Verp pill has paid ridiculous dividends. So I think we're just going to Joker, like, immediately on the next floor because I have a charge available. We could save it for Shoal, but it's gonna... It has a good chance to get superseded by something else before Shoal anyway, so... Let's go check it out here. The only deal with the Devil we want to take is... we can do this, even though it hurts us. We have Goat Head, so it doesn't matter. The only... deal with the Devil we want to take is Duality. So I'm definitely going to take the Relic, and then I'm going to void this item. I guess if we picked it up, we'd have a slightly better Angel chance, but, you know, we are still Apollyon. Like, don't forget about the power of the Suck. That's a fun item. Okay, speed and range. You gotta... I mean, it's fine, because by taking damage there, we actually didn't take damage when we left the curse room, which is kind of a funny consequence of that, but anyway, yeah, we got to remember to leave the room. Like, Monstro's Tooth was a bad pickup, but only because I've gotten hit by it. It is not guaranteed to hit you. If we leave the room immediately after sucking up the item, then we won't get hit by it. It's just because I'm playing sort of, like, I got a lot of things on the go right now from an absurdity stake right now, or from an absurdity standpoint, from a young G's perspective. Nothing to suck in that chest. Nothing from sucking be sucking. You gotta stay sucking. Yeah, like Dunce Cap, get sucked. And run! We did. That was close. We didn't get much out of that, but that's, you know, continues to be fine. Our stats are actually killing it right now. And in here, ooh. Don't mind if I do. And that'll be the end of that pipe dream. But still, we got an HP upgrade as long as we don't lose it. We should have some Spirit Hearts around to keep us alive. So again, we haven't... I guess what I'm looking for is the idea that maybe there's some customized Angel rooms, but that might not be in the mod, and it might be not in the mod yet. Or they might be in the mod and we just haven't seen them. But I was kind of hoping to see maybe some Angel rooms that had, like, 2 items in them. Maybe some angel rooms that had like a stone chest in them as well as an item, or 2 stone chests or something like that. But again, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, you've had 2 angel rooms and you go, this is what I think about this, you know? It's like eating 2 food products in your entire life and then being like, this food is overrated, you know? It's, we should be looking for secret rooms as well, that's the other thing. See, there's a lot, it's forcing me to change the playstyle that I have adapted because of the balance as it existed in the original game. Old habits die hard, man. Okay, well, Plan C is just not negotiable. Champion Belt is fine. Spider Mod is fine as well, but maybe we can go a little harder here. We don't really care about Dull Razor. Diplopia. If you buy it and then suck it, it just Diplopias everything right away. So go like that. Put Diplopia down. I think we want to, like, get a charge. This is a little weird. I hope I'm not doing this incorrectly. Basically, I don't want the items that are on the shop right now. I don't want, like, a free portable slot, because who cares? Fudge. He's done it. So I want to re-roll these. And I don't really care about a free Bible, so let's get that out of there. Consumables are nice, but... Oh, instead I get freaking... I can't suck it because I might get a free Plan C and suck that up accidentally. I don't think I will, but I might, and that's scary enough for me. So, here's what I think we can do, actually. Like, Diplopia, at least the boss item. Yeah, that was weird. I can't believe we got back to Plan C. That item, once it shows up, it feels like, Spice from Enter the Gungeon. Like, it just keeps showing up once it's shown up once. There's no way you guys were that close in HP. I refuse to believe it. I focused fire on one of you for like 2 minutes. So we'll duplicate it. And then I think we'll grab, oh, what a waste. We'll grab one of them and we'll suck the other one up. So we don't, I mean, we could buy this, which we should maybe. We'll buy that. And do we know what this is? It's another Hematemesis. Not a bad idea. Have we found our second secret room? I know we're kind of dilly-dallying here, but oh my god. Please. I have a family. There's the relic paying out for us. We got bombs, so we should look for a secret room. It's just a normal secret room. I'm not suggesting they've sold me a lie here. I'm just, we almost spent another key if we had one. Just wondering where our payout is here. So there's nothing in here, yeah. Unless... No, so we probably didn't lose our Eternal Heart, which is good. And I think we'll take one of these. The speed's fine, and the range is fine. Getting closer to Spun is good. Then we'll suck the other one up. And we got just range out of it. Maybe a little speed, but... We sucked up, effectively, a speed plus range increase and got speed plus range. So, not really the biggest deal. So another thing that would be awesome as far as, like, synergies go on this run... I was very lucky that worked out. Would be like Navi. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Otherwise, my nerd card is going to be gone forever. I did play Ocarina of Time. I mean, I never beat Jabba Jabba's belly, because if you think I'm bad at puzzles now, as a kid, it was pathetic. But the reason or idea, or if I could learn how to speak again, behind that is that we would find more crawl spaces. So if we were gonna like engineer a run that worked perfectly for this combination of items, or for run balance tweaks, I guess, we would go with maybe like, you know, Stud Finder, Navi, trying to think of, you know, Jammer Lammy, Spelunker's Hat, stuff like that. But I think the run that we've created naturally here in Vivo is kind of successful enough as well. Like the Goat Head was a huge get for us. We will take the Compass. I don't know if Jar of Flies works for us here. Now we can see where we're going, at least. Ghost Pepper. I think I have to take it. Like, it's not actually very great, I think, but it's kind of cool. I also think that it does not scale with luck, which makes it sort of, you know, below the curve as far as cool items go. But that's okay. You know, life goes on. We could have sucked it up and then gotten hit by Monstro because I would inevitably be so distracted by the shiny changing stat screen that I wouldn't have moved out of the way. It is a slower run right now, but that's not the mod's problem. We're very lucky, actually, that most of the mods that we've done videos on have not had, you know, truly stinkerous runs be created. Like, the first May run kind of was like that, which is a really bad way to start off a series. No fault at all of the mod creator. Then everyone since then, including this one, has relatively worked out. I would love to see a crawl space, but just remember here, we're going to the dark room, so take the negative. And then hopefully we'll have more angel rooms that could work out for us. I might as well. Thank you. And look for the second secret room. We got enough bombs to at least try. Oh, the sneeze is real. It's gone, dude. I can't stand the... If you're gonna make me sneeze, I'm getting all the build-up and none of the payoff here. Okay, almost spent a key. We have golden keys. We can actually spend now. Do not have golden bombs, though. Oh, we did it. Hematemesis. It's Hematemesis. It didn't work. Excuse me? You know, you give 2 million buffs and 1 nerf, all people remember is the nerf. But that, you know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, you know? That's the exact opposite of how that quote goes, but you get the idea. Hematemesis is supposed to... Well, the trick is that it gives you whatever color heart is on the floor in the room. This time it just gave us red hearts. What have you done? Normal secret room, but again, if they're just adjusting percentages in the background, and maybe creating a couple new styles of room, it might just seem like we're getting slightly above average luck on this run, but maybe that's actually just the new norm because of the rebalancing. Anyway, kill mom, take the negative. Take the negative, brain. Brain, the negative, the item on the right. You're gonna take the negative. You just need to hold that thought in easily accessible memory for like the next 8 or 9 seconds. That's all you gotta do. The item on the right. Every time you come through, you're gonna take the item on the left. This time, you're gonna take the item on the right. It's very important. That was bad damage. This time, we took the item on the right. We took the negative. We get Lazarus Rags. It's not very good at all. So I'm gonna grab this, grab that. Or it's not good enough. There we go. We got a luck upgrade instead of Lazarus Rags. But at least there was an item, dude. To get 3 angel items on 1 run, even with angel items accessible, is a little on the surprising side. So, I'm going to go back to this curse room. It said curse rooms, some of them have been mildly changed, or at least, they've, the percentages or probabilities of getting a decent room have been mildly changed in order to make them slightly better, but still sometimes bad. Again, I sort of think that curse rooms are fine as is, but let's see what they mean here. I guess there are a lot of times you go into the room and there's like one of those awful spirit things in there, and you just can't kill it, especially on the first floor. That's hell. We got golden bombs again, so we'll definitely look for secret rooms. I don't really want Shoop to Whoop. I mean, I want it, but I want to. I think just nuke that room down completely. Now we know where the secret rooms are. And Guppy's tail. We're not going to become Guppy in all likelihood. But we are going to give it the old college try. I also like the idea that... And you can just watch, like, people who have played this game for a while play it. And, you can see where balance tweaks make sense. Like, if you see someone walk into a... Like, if I walked into this room and it just had a gray chest... I smash up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time I hit the parking lot, we turn heads. I don't have any interest in dealing with the gray chest this late in the game. I don't even get out of bed for less than a gold chest. Please. Let me out. Let me out. We're gonna suck it up, I think. It's a damage upgrade. I'd rather have 1 damage than another 25 cents at this point, unless we get money equals power. But even with money equals power, that's actually like an exactly equivalent trade, I think. Or approximately, but close to exactly. It's a little dangerous to fit between the skulls there. That was a trick that someone told me on Twitter, though, is you can just fly in between these things. Sure, you gotta make sure that they fired recently, but that might be a little faster, and thus theoretically safer than trying to actually, you know, solve the puzzle of that room. That's like the puzzle room that shows up almost every run. And it makes me shit! Spirit hearts that I know what to do with. We are very much looking for another angel room. Well, I was gonna say possibly our last one, but you know, the over-under right now, the expected value is we'd get 1 more angel room and 1 devil room. Let's see if we can't beat the odds there. The good news is we could definitely, if we get a devil room on the next floor, we might as well take the items if they're good, or if they're at least okay. Let's be honest, our HP is doing pretty well right now. That was dumb. Oh, there's our angel room. So that's suckable for sure. Trinity Shield. This is a good room. So we're going to open these. That one's already done. That one is now done as well. That's pretty bad. We got Trinity Shield, though, which is fine. And we got another +1 luck for sucking up that item, which was Pageant Boy. Again, we got a lot of value out of sucking up... money upgrades, weirdly enough. But Trinity Shield is like, it's an item, I feel like there's more to it than that was such bad damage, but there's more to it than I've ever seen. Doing it better than anybody ever seen do it. Cheers for the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess that every superhero needs his theme music. Luck up. I mean, our luck is ridiculous, so... I'm looking forward to getting the stone chest when we go down to the next floor. This is also a very important floor. On which to... Can I just squeeze this guy into the back there? I can. I didn't think that was going to work, actually. Also an important floor to remind ourselves. Hey, it's a pretty fly. We don't need it. Relax was very strange there. We should remind ourselves we're going down a shoal. We're not going up to the cathedral. The thing I like about dailies, no matter how much you like... A lot of people dislike dailies because they bring out min-maxy style play. However, I really like that they shoehorn you into going in one direction and don't give you the opportunity to go in the other direction. That's nice, dude. Like, if you're ever driving, I don't know if anybody has the same kind of brain that I have. But I think, like, I tend to be pretty bad with directions. Once I know where something is, I can get back to it, you know, 10 out of 10 times, you know? You want to know how to get to the screening room on Brock Street in Kingston, Ontario? That's no problem, dude. You want to park at that memorial parking lot that's, you know, just across the street, and then, you know, maybe go get coffee at the Second Cup. It's no issue. Just remember that Brock Street, you know, is one way in the one direction, and Queen Street is one way in the other direction, so you got to alternate those as you come in. Anyway, the point is, when my car is giving me, like, GPS directions, I don't understand what it's saying sometimes, because it'll say, like, keep left onto blank road. But when it says keep left, it oftentimes doesn't mean keep left. It means go straight. It means, like, do not change lanes. Just stay in the lane that you're in and go straight. It's very confusing for me. And I understand, like, on a literary or, you know, a word level, what they mean by that. Keep left just means if you're in the right lane, get the fuck out. But it's very confusing. Sometimes, at least. I'm not going to build it up like it's the scariest thing in the world, but I kind of feel that way about Isaac Grunts. You can pretty easily just go, okay, oh, random effect, I understand, from 404. You go, it's not that hard, just, you know, go the way you're supposed to go, just remember it. Yeah, but I'd much rather if, you know, the GPS system hooked up to, like, an augmented reality screen on my windshield and just highlighted, like, in a translucent green the lane that I should be in. I really think that's where we're going, is, like, in that direction. Like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, we were driving in Seattle. This was like a year ago, basically. And the lane that I was in had a sign that was like, bus lane only, except for Sundays and holidays between 9 and 4:30 p.m. And I was like, I'm a human being. I'm reasonably intelligent, believe it or not. I can suss that out, but it's gonna take me a second. What if you know, the rules of the road were just programmed into your... We can take these now, by the way, but I guess that's not relevant because it's Krampus. We're just programmed into, like, the heads-up display of your car, and it was like, hey, you're not a bus, get out of this lane. It makes way more sense to me than having you solve, like, a brain teaser while you're driving. Now, some signs are obvious, you know, stop, yield, etc., etc. Well, I think we want to suck up both of these. But signs like that, dude, that's what's got me thinking. We did get more damage there. So we're going down to Shoal. Okay, sick. So I think we've met our end of the bargain on this run, which I'm excited about. We will go to the library, of course, as well. But how does this connect to Isaac? Well, Isaac has kind of already implemented that heads-up display that I want to see. That was bad. Of course, maybe that heads-up display will never exist because we'll all have self-driving cars by then. But, you know, you get the idea. Not a good startup. I'll just take the VC money and run. Plus, you know, if things go wrong, you're responsible for maybe hundreds of deaths. So, a little bit of a high cost to pay there. Either way, though, what I'm trying to get at here is... dailies already do that. They already gate you into going in the direction that they want you to go. This is cool. This is a bonus for having just a stone chest in here, I think, is that we've got a demon judgment as well. We got a demon baby to go along with our demon judgment. I love my baby demon. I'll never let him go. Y'all gonna make me win my run. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me extend my streak. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me look real cool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all made a mod that kind of rules. Up in here, up in... Now if I give it to you cowards, I'm gonna be quick and... Okay, we're not gonna... See, DMX gets a little brash after that point. I'll let you guess what he rhymes quick with. I'll tell you one thing, it's not slick. Ah! Taking a lot of dumb damage here, and that's extremely on me. Losing a little bit of focus perchance, but... We are going to go to our cursed room. I mean, we still have the relic, so no matter how bad our play is, once every 4 rooms, we're still getting, you know, a spirit heart back. So it's pretty hard to lose enough HP to really put ourselves behind the 8 ball too much. At the same time, I'm surprised that we have such a good rate of fire and a nice damage stat in conjunction with that as well, and yet we find ourselves taking a long time to kill some of these enemies. Like, why is our knockback so ridiculous? I don't know what we could have gotten that could have raised that, but maybe I just don't know. Alright. Ooh, what do we get here? Guppy's head. Very good. Guppy chance is up there now. We'll suck up Guppy's head as well. It's not really very useful, because we're only going to use it maybe like twice over the rest of the entire run, but, you know, why not suck it up? This is 5 books. Book of Shadows. Book of Sin. We want Book of Sin so we can get a battery charge. Book of Sin. Give us 48-hour energy, hopefully. Bible. Book of Belial. So that's like it's a verb pill with another relax. We want to suck up all these books as well. I think we'll get the chance. Yeah, we should. It means we might not be able to suck immediately on the next floor, but we'll get a chance eventually. And, I mean, to get the effects of 5 books sucked up is pretty good. Even if it's not that useful in the game, just the byline for it is important. You know, local man sucks up 5 books. When will he be stopped? Plus, we got Bookworm. I mean, we already got it, but you know what I mean. Plus, now every time we use that, we'll get every time we use our suck, I should say, we'll get 3 flies, brief invincibility, which means Monstro's tooth shouldn't be able to hit me, a demon heart. We got, oh, Book of Belial, right, that makes sense. So we can actually afford to use this, like, on a boss fight now. And it won't actually hinder us very much, hopefully. That's the idea anyway, so. Throw a bomb, almost forgot to throw a bomb in there. We're still weirdly, like, I wouldn't say underpowered, but kind of like middling as far as our actual like offense goes on this run. But maybe it's just like, it's just average. And that's not a bad thing. And in fact, I don't even think it's average. I think it's probably above average, but it's just, it's not kicking the Christ out of the game, which is what I prefer most of the time. You scared the crap out of me. What you doing? Alrighty then. I cannot hear anything. I'm going to assume that that's good news. Okay, so when we kill Satan, this is the payoff we've been waiting like quite some time for. Grab your spirit heart. Come down to the next floor. Open these stone chests. There's 4 items. I have not been lied to. 1 bomb can open all of them too. Okay, well that's crazy. 1 more guppy item as well would be amazing, but we didn't get that. Okay, so I'm gonna take Mom's knife, and I'm gonna take Headless Baby. I'm gonna take Kane's other eye, and then I'm gonna take D100, and I'm gonna reroll everything, and then I'm gonna be extremely slow, and I'm gonna take chocolate milk, and we certainly zaned this up. So we got Tech X, which inevitably is annoying for some people because they're like, they always stop a reroll when you get Tech X. You're not wrong, but I also like, I mean, this is kind of an accident. We only had 1 reroll here, so, I mean, am I happy to have gotten Tech X? Yes. I mean, have you seen this run? It's extremely good now. Dude, I'm prepared at this point to sign off on the run balance mod and say that this makes some very welcome changes. Feel free to put that on the store page. Make some very welcome balance changes to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're going to come back with a different mod next time, but this is definitely one you should put on your list, if for curiosity's sake, you know? Making Angel Rooms more viable is something that I hope gets integrated into the base game. Like, as of right now, that path is sort of deprecated, so all the other changes seem nice as well. You never know how much of what we saw was determined by the mod and how much of what we saw was just determined by variance, but conceptually, you got a good thing going here, and our Angel Rooms ended up, you know, helping us out when it comes to victory here. I am not going to do a victory lap, though. We could, but that's okay. That is the balance tweaks mod. You can find a link to it in the video description below. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. I've said a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.